So the first fight of the night, we're recapping Denise versus Hines. I mean, man, we always called Denise winning. We believed in our boy. We bet on our boy. But Hines, man, who could have expected a guy just to come forward constantly, just keep getting beat up, drilled, and still going forward? You mean, some people give up in first, second round, they lose heart. Hines is not one of those guys, man. He trains out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's a tough dude, especially at the heavyweight division. I mean, to put him out, it seemed like easy money. Everybody was like doubting him. But, I mean, I think he proved all the haters wrong, and I think he does deserve some respect in my book. So I'm going to give him his flowers. But we all called Denise winning, and we love our boy Denise, but he does deserve his flowers for coming forward all 3 rounds.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Hines was a dog in that fight. I mean, we picked Denise, and we even had him in our parlay, but, man, looking back at the fight, I mean, you weren't too confident at minus 500. Hines was a beast out there, kept coming forward, even won the 3rd round on all 3 judges' scorecards. It was a hell of a fight to start the night off, and International Fight Week lived up to it. Hines is a dog, probably looking to bet him his next fight, but Denise is good too. The striking was good. Those low kicks were good, but he didn't do enough. Didn't throw enough with them, but we picked Denise. We got it. Man, the second fight of the night was Nico Price versus Jacoby Smith. Smith coming in as the biggest favorite in UFC history, guys. Yes, he ended up winning by sub in the second round, but being the biggest favorite going to the second round, and it was 1 minute to the third, guys. It wasn't like Jacoby was, he was smoking him, but even Nico had some good scrambles. He actually had a decent takedown defense at first, but then just got dropped and mauled. But he had a few clean shots in there too. I think Jacoby Smith, I don't know, man, biggest favorite ever, and taking it that long, I think it was rough, but I thought the sub.
Bryson did think the sub. I mean, the lines kind of convinced me a KO, even though I did call him a mini Habib, which he's been compared to many times. And I felt like he had opportunities to finish the fight. Got him down to the ground, hit him with a 1-2. He's dropping, kind of looking up at him. He could have hit him with another 1-2, and the ref might have stepped in. But he chose to take it to the second round as the biggest favorite in the UFC. And, I mean, betting that way, you got to bet KO, man. You got to bet in that KO power, I believe. But comparing him to the mini Habib and just not going with my heart kind of sucked. And it blew a couple of my parlays, but it's all right.
Yeah, he's still someone to look for as a prospect, but maybe slow down a little on him. Next one we're recapping was the third fight of the night. T-Rex, from Tacoma, Terrence McKinney versus Slava Claus. Kind of played out how we literally said it. If McKinney doesn't win round 1, it's going to be a long night. He came in 55 seconds and just subbed Slava Claus. It was so tight. Seeing Borshev, I mean, he was trying to get out of there for dear life. It was a great win for McKinney. Now we got, 4-1 in his last 5. We need a ranked opponent here soon if he doesn't get one. What do you think?
I mean, man, like I said, Borshev got subbed in the first round in a grappling match 2 months ago. And, I said McKinney was a dominant grappler, great with the hands, local to Tacoma. We love McKinney. We know McKinney's game, and it was crazy seeing Borshev literally swim out of McKinney's subs and trying to scramble. At the end of the fight, if you looked at a far view, he was kicking the canvas, trying to breathe. It was crazy, man. But it played out exactly like we said, and I'm happy T-Rex got the dub. Go T-Town. So the next fight we're recapping is women's flyweight, the only women's fight of the night, Viviana Araujo versus Tracy Cortez. We were kind of split on this fight. I said Tracy Cortez, she's been incorporated in the grappling in her game. Her striking is okay. but she's pretty good at mixing the grappling and the striking together. Clinch work is amazing. I already said Tracy Cortez by decision. This was going round 3 all the way. We both bet that. We just bet different sides of this fight. Bryson, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I said dogger pass. I mean, Tracy looked good out there. She timed her takedowns really well, shot them good. Marujo, she just didn't have the power that night like she does most nights. She didn't work the clinch. She looked all right the first round, but after that, it was just, she was depleted. You knew Tracy was going to go in there and smash her after that, and we see a 30-27 on the scorecards. Good win by Tracy, but I think we need to see her get a big win against one of these top 5 girls. I mean, every time she goes up, she's losing, but she'll be a gatekeeper for sure.
No doubt. I mean, if she does get, pinned against one of the top of the division like Natalia Silva, my pick may be different.
The next fight after that was Hyder Emil versus Jose Delgado. And what did I say, guys? I said Delgado's going to come with a kick or a knee up the middle. Emil's pressure is going to be his downfall. And surely enough, we get a knee right up the middle, 26-second knockout. Emil was good. I mean, but all you guys were putting money on him. He was an underdog, undefeated. Everyone was like, oh, Emil this, Emil that. Yeah, well, it was a bigger cage this time. He's good in the apex, but once he fought a striker who could control the distance, walk around the cage, and land something big, we saw what happened. And Delgado's the real deal, guys. He's a young kid, still learning the game. He's someone who you got to look to bet for a while until he gets really battle tested. What'd you think of this fight?
I mean, man, we've been watching Delgado since Contender Series. I mean, in the cage, okay, yeah, it's a fair fight if we're going Apex cage. We're going real cage. Delgado in any real environment just felt so comfortable. Knees up the middle, body kicks, leg kicks, controlling the pace of the fight, feinting the takedowns, not actually, and then coming up the middle with the strikes. I mean, like you said, just how it would finish is how it played out. And I think it was a beautiful fight and a beautiful lead up to the main card.
Yeah.
So, kicking it off with our recap of the last prelim of the night, we got Jack Hermansson versus Gregory Rodriguez. I mean, man, Hermansson was winning the fight. We thought Hermansson was going to win the fight. It looked like he was going to win the fight. And then Rodriguez, out of nowhere, with the 1-2, boom, boom, put him out. It's controversial with the last minute tap, and Herb Dean didn't get there in time. I mean, Herb Dean, he's refereed a lot of fights. Herb Dean's refereed, Jamal Hill, Pereira, a lot of other, main event fights. And I don't know. People say it's on Herb Dean. People say it's on Rodriguez. I'm going to stay out of that. I don't think it's on either party. I think, every fighter who walks into that octagon has a right to, fight until the ref says stop. And I think that's on both parties. I don't think that's on either one of them, man. But we did think Hermansson put out a great fight.
Yeah, I thought Hermansson looked good from coming off a year layoff against Pyfer. He was winning the first round until he wasn't. That's pretty much what happened. We did say if you're going to play Rodriguez, don't play the money line, play the KO, and we got you some more money, which honestly was the good play. But Hermansson decision I felt like was good. He was winning the first. Who knows what would happen those last two, but man, Rodriguez got some KO power, but dude, let him die, Dean, Herb Dean, what the hell? He needed to stop that fight right after he got knocked down. That was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he's known for this. He's notorious for not stopping some fights. He's letting people die out there. And sure enough, Hermansson wasn't even good till the featured fight of the night before the co-main. That's a joke. That was a joke. And, I like Rodriguez, but doubling down on the interview about I got to do what I got to do, I get it, man. But you can't say, I could have held back maybe. You dropped the guy. We knew it was over right there. But yeah, her walking and jogging, I thought it was ridiculous. I've seen them hop on people, tackle them, and push them off. But good win by Rodriguez. We're not taking that away from him. He'll maybe get a shot at the rankings again. The next recap was to start us off on the main card was Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. Once again, I hate to say it, but I told you so. Peyton came in and cashed it for me at plus 155. Two young prospects. I was saying that takedown defense was there again and again and again. You got to watch film. Peyton was defending takedowns all the time before, and sure enough, 3 for 15 for Lima. Peyton was winning on the scrambles. He was winning on the exchanges. He was winning on the takedown defense. He really proved to people that his career is going to extend a long time, and he is going to be a problem at bantamweight. 10-1 in his career. 11 fights. Imagine this kid. He's what? He's 26 years old. Imagine him in another 3 years. He's going to be top 5 in the rankings and really maybe competing for a belt one day. What did you think of this fight?
I think this was a great fight. I mean, Lima's pressure was good, but we always knew Talbot was going to pull through. I think he's improved tremendously on the wrestling. I think his takedown defense has gotten only better. His scrambles are insane now. I mean, Felipe Lima is I don't know what his belt is in jiu-jitsu, but I know he's a very good jiu-jitsu artist. I know he's very great at pressure and great on the ground and grappling. And Peyton Talbot made him look like an amateur, man. I mean, he was out there grappling with, doing his thing, and he still even won. I mean, as a dog, people were doubting him. People didn't believe in him after his last fight because he got taken down and controlled. And I think he showed a great maturity and great resilience in this fight.
Yeah, guys, Lima trains with Hamzat out in Sweden, and a lot of people, I think, looked at that, and then, being 2-0 in the UFC, young prospect, grappler, wrestler, what we just saw. But like I said, Talbot faced Barcelos, who is an elite, Olympic wrestler. He got so many credentials in wrestling in Brazil, and, he just out-wrestled Peyton. But I'll tell you what, after this fight, you watch that, if that fight got played 10 times, I don't know. I really don't know. It could be 5-5. Maybe Peyton wins the rematch, but he's going to be a problem in the future, guys.
So the next fight we got up is a lightweight bout between Dariush and Moicano, the Battle of the Unks. I mean, someone touched someone's meat on the grill, man. Dariush came out there strong. Moicano came out there strong, dropped him in the first round. Dariush showed resilience even after surgery. He was out there going in crazy scrambles. He was going crazy on the hands, keeping active. It was a great fight overall. I didn't think it was going to go as far as it did for him. But, Dariush ended up pulling out like we hopefully expected. And I love Dariush, man.
Yeah, I thought Dariush looked really good. I mean, in the first round when Moicano dropped him, everyone probably thought, oh, yep, it's over right here. Dariush's chin, he got problems in the past. But no, man, he was resilient. The scrambles were crazy. And then how about the wrestling? I mean, I'm sorry, but Moicano, man, he's in the rankings. But when this guy faces someone who just has a little bit of grappling and wrestling that can even match him, it's over. It's over for Moicano. I love the guy, too. We love Show Me the Money. We love, Hanato Money Moicano, the personality. But, man, he looked a step slow out there. He even looked a little bigger, just a little fat, He didn't look like himself compared to the Makhachev fight, even though he was training for Dariush, stepped in on short notice. But, man, Dariush, vintage performance right there. He showed I'm still here, I'm in the rankings, and look for his next fight, guys. He's probably going to face a good guy, maybe a Michael Chandler, maybe an Armin. We'll see. But that was a good win for Dariush. Next, we got the featured fight of the night, which was fight of the year, guys. Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval. Oh, my God. If you didn't watch that fight, if you missed that, I feel sorry for you because you missed the best fight of the century, guys. Stood up on the feet. Those two were like, nope, no takedowns, no grappling. We ain't doing that tonight. And again, I told you guys, Joshua Van, 23 years old, now going to fight for the belt against Pantoja. This guy is not playing. He's the real deal. His volume's crazy. His power's crazy. He gets to the body. And then, man, those oblique kicks. He added something new into his game. Unlike Royval, who's the veteran, Van was the one trying to implement something different in the fight. And those oblique kicks came a long way because they were really messing him up that last minute. And, man, when Van dropped Royval at the end, me and Joey were going crazy. That was insane. Had us up on our feet. Greatest fight I've seen in God knows how long. And now we got Van fighting for the title. He's a future champ, guys. This guy's the real deal. What'd you think, Joey? That fight was awesome.
I mean, that goes for fight of the year to me, brother. I love Van. I love Royval. I mean, I knew Van was going to win. But, like you said, the oblique kicks throughout the first round, second round, the body work that he incorporated, man. I mean, Van's the real deal. You can't sleep on Van, bro. Like, people always sleep on Van, and they're starting to recognize, and I feel bad that, like, people are hopping on the bandwagon, but, like, Van dang time, bang.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, all you people saying Pantoja, is going to out-grapple him, wrestle him, go look back at those fights against Cody Durden, shot a bunch of takedowns, stuffed him, worked him with the volume. Same with Rei Tatsura, who was an Olympic-level wrestler for Japan, undefeated 10-0. A lot of you people were picking Rei Tatsura to beat Van, and sure enough, I'm pretty sure he 30-27 him. His takedown defense is there in the grappling and scrambling. You got to just watch film, and I'm telling you, Van will be champ. Even if it ain't against Pantoja, he will be champ one day, but we are picking Van against Pantoja, guys.
All the way, baby!
The next one we had recapping, obviously, was the Flyweight Championship co-main event, Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France. What'd you think of that fight?
It was a great fight, man. I mean, Pantoja came out there holding up the fours, knowing he's confident, holding up the belt. Kai Kara-France came in strong off the knockout of Erceg and his past wins. But in the octagon, it just felt like Pantoja knew what he wanted to do. And Kai Kara-France felt like he did too, but he just couldn't do what he wanted to do. Pantoja got it wherever he wanted. He got it to the ground, hit him with the 1-2. He was nervous in the clinch, hit him with a knee and another 1-2, dropped him to the ground, and had his way with him. I wish I bet Pantoja sub, but unfortunately, I bet decision.
Pantoja obviously dominating with that backpack. I've been saying it for the longest time that he has the strongest leg lock, just getting to the body. No one can get out of that. Kai Kara-France and all you people that were on him, the line only went in Kai Kara-France's favor. Everyone was betting the underdog, talking about the KO power, and I know you people would be like, oh, well, that's how you're going to go with Van too. No, Van can actually defend takedowns, but let me not get on Van. We're on the co-main, but Pantoja, he is a supreme champion, 4 title defenses. He's beaten Royval, Moreno, Kai Asakura, Kai Kara-France. I mean, he's killing everybody, and man, it was a great performance. The wrestling was good. The grappling was good. He stopped Kai from doing what Kai's good at. And Pantoja, he needs respect on the pound for pound now. We need this guy to be top 3. It should probably be Pantoja, Merab, and Topuria. The only reason I'm not having Makhachev is the activity. Those guys are just way more active. And also getting finishes. Sorry, Topuria is just... We're going to get to him next. But Pantoja, he needs the respect. Now him versus Van, super fight. I don't even mind if that mains event a pay-per-view. I know they might try to make it a co-main, but come on, guys. Who's not ready for that fight? Well, guys, now we have the main event. How special was that? I mean, this felt like a vintage UFC card, Conor McGregor 2.0. But I think Topuria is going to be better than him. He becomes double champ, flatlines Charles, just like how he said, round 1, KO, and sure enough, he does it, guys. Ilya is so special. And then look what happened. Everyone said, oh, well, look at Charles. He has the grappling and jiu-jitsu edge. Well, when it came to the scrambling and wrestling, Topuria had the edge. He got him, he reversed position, cuts him with that elbow super early. Right when you saw the blood leaking, you knew it was just a matter of time when Charles Oliveira was going to go out. It felt like a scary movie. where you knew the jump scare was coming, and it was a matter of time. And that was a special performance. Ilya is the new face of the UFC. And how about Patty the Baddie coming in there and them facing off to Poirier pushing him? Dana White said he didn't like that. That's a promoter's dream. That was total BS what Dana was saying. I don't know what he has planned. Maybe he had Patty already in another fight. But we loved it as fans. That was awesome. What'd you think of how special Poirier was? That was historic.
That was an historic event, man. I mean, Charles, one of the ghosts of the division, one of the best to ever do it. I mean, he's fought killers on killers on killers and still fought through resilience. He has had the belt before. We love Charles, but it wasn't his time, man. I mean, against Poirier, he's so fierce and so aggressive in his grappling and his clinch work, his body work, his boxing. I mean, anywhere you go with Poirier, it's a scary feeling. And Charles, he's been dropped, like we said, by Chandler, other people,
Gaethje,
Poirier. Exactly. Like, he's been dropped by many other people, man. And Poirier's power is just different. And then Poirier with 10 pounds, Poirier with 10 less pounds knocked out Max Holloway, who's never been dropped, let alone knocked out. Okay, 10 more pounds. He knocks out Charles in the first round exactly like he said he was going to do. I mean, he's a confident and scary man for the division, and I can't wait to see him and Islam. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's the super fight they can make. Dana unfortunately screwed us, and we didn't get John Jones, Tom Aspinall, which is a disgrace. But Ilya versus Islam, I mean, gosh, if the UFC doesn't figure out a way to put that fight on, I mean, what are they doing? What happened to the best fight's the best? That's what Dana White says. Oh, the best fight's the best. Guys, you go look at this guy's Instagram stories. He's promoting Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford before the UFC press conference. And then we're getting power slap, guys. This is getting ridiculous.
And it's International Fight Week.
Yeah.
It's UFC 317 International Fight Week. You don't think if John Jones was headlining that card, he wouldn't promote the shit out of it? He wouldn't promote that over everything. And he wouldn't promote Canelo Crawford, power slap, BJJ, nothing. It would be Jones. That's it.
100%. But let's not take that away. Poirier becoming double champ, guys. He's in a club of only 10 people ever. Super special. And I get what Dana's saying. He wanted him to have the moment a little more because it's something we really haven't. I mean, gosh, we've seen it 9 other times. That sounds like a lot, but a lot of people don't get to the top of this mountain. But it's going to be a special fight between him and Patty. You got to make that fight if you're the UFC. You got the promotion. He came in there. They pushed each other. They've had run-ins in the past where they were supposed to fight each other. And we're going with Poirier. That kid's not going to lose anytime soon. The toughest fight's Islam, and we want to see it.